Hello everyone and welcome to my concert. Tonight I'll be performing my newest composition for you. It's called I Made It Up on the Spot. Can you tell? Do, mi, re, so, mi, do, re, so, do, mi, re, so, do. Hope that was a wonderfully enjoyable piece for you. Hello everyone, today I'd like to show you how to create a movie in iMovie. When you launch iMovie, hopefully it brings you to this page. If it doesn't, you might try clicking the back button on your screen or project button to get to this level so that you can actually begin working on a new project. So once you've navigated to this particular screen, click the plus button or create new. I'm going to go ahead and create a movie. This opens up to My Media, and in here you can see a list of materials that are available. I can select any one of these particular movies that's up here and then just begin editing it from the footage that is found there. Another thing that I can very conveniently do is just take a movie, like let's say this one right here, from my desktop and drag it in and drop it in, and when I do, I'm immediately able to begin editing on that movie as well. I'm going to Command Z to undo that one though, because what I'd like to really show you is how to create a movie yourself in iMovie. Up here in the toolbar you will see projects, show or hide the media library, and this button that says import video from camera or folder on your computer. If I click on that, I can navigate here to all of the different movies that I have, but I can also click on this FaceTime camera here and begin recording a new movie just from the camera that's built in. By the way, I should just go ahead and tell you that you're much better if you have good lighting in the space in which you're going to be recording. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start recording a video here. This will be, let's say, a video of a typical concert. Hello everyone and welcome to my concert. Tonight I'll be performing my newest composition for you. It's called I Made It Up on the Spot. Can you tell? Do, mi, re, so, mi, do, re, so, do, mi, re, so, do. Hope that was a wonderfully enjoyable piece for you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit the stop button here. And now that movie has been recorded, so I'm going to go ahead and close that, and there it is. It's in my project media folder. Now this is the video footage that I have created. This could have been video footage that I had captured with my computer. I could have captured it with my iPhone or my iPad. I'd just drag it into this media spot any way that I want to. When I click on this video, it gives me a little yellow tab here, and I can select just the portions of the video that I would actually like to include in my final project. If I would like to include the entire thing, I just select it all, click the plus button here, and it adds the video to my timeline. So let's break it up into pieces so that we can do some special things with it. Mi, re, so, do. Hope that was a wonderfully enjoyable piece for you. Right. Okay, so you notice that I bobbled a little bit with some of my language here. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit by dragging the slider bar here and find that part where I was struggling to speak. Wonderfully enjoyable piece. Okay, that's kind of where I was looking for. So here's where wonderfully starts. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Type Command B to split it at that point. And I need to find the other wonderful that was in here and split at that point. Hope that was wonderful. Okay, if I drag across here, you can kind of hear it scrubbing. I need to be zoomed in just a little bit more so I can see exactly where I'm headed. Okay. Okay, that's exactly where I'm trying to go right there. I just scrubbed over that till I found the sweet spot, type Command B, and now I have separated the video here, and everything that is found in this spot needs to be deleted. Let me let you hear it before I do. Yep, so you can hear why that needs to be deleted. When I click on it, I type the backspace delete key, and now I seem much more eloquent than I actually am. And here we go. That was a wonderfully enjoyable piece for you. Right. Okay, let's see what we have at the end. Okay, whatever that is at the end needs to go away. So let's see what this is. Alright, so when I click here and type Command B, I split it again. I can throw that away, and let's see what that sounds like. Ah, that's good. I'm very happy with that. And there's a moderately happy expression on my face there. It's okay to end on that as well. Okay, now I've done the trimming of my videos so that it is basically the way that I want it to be. So now I need to go back and put a little bit of additional nicety in here. Alright, so up here in the audio button, I should just go ahead and tell you if I click on that, I can find all kinds of sound effects. I should be able just to drag it and drop it down here and attach it to my video. And now I have added this rain to my video. I'm going to go ahead and play that now.
Hello everyone.
Okay, that seemed like a very bad choice, but obviously if you had other types of sounds that could be useful, let's say, I don't know, here's a bus pass. I might put that at the very end or something like that. Just drop it in right there.
So dope. Hope that was a wonderfully enjoyable piece for you.
Yeah, hey, why not? We can have kind of a fun little sound effect like that at the end of our piece. Okay, the sound effects that are available here are numerous. You can search for them. There's a little magnifying glass here. You could type in crickets. Yeah, there's some crickets you can put in there. So you can just experiment with that and do exactly whatever you'd like to. Now another thing that's useful up here is something that is called titles, and let me just show you that if I could. If I need a title to appear at the beginning of the screen, I can just drag this title down here and drop it in. When I do, it puts the title right over the front center of the screen because that's the way this title is actually done. So if I double click in here, I'll be able to change the text. So this will be how to make a movie. And I wish that I could make that a little bit more concise, so I'll just call it making a movie. There we go. Fits on one line that way. This will play for 8 seconds in the movie.
Hello everyone and welcome to my concert.
Okay, that's fantastic. I think that only needs to be on there just a little bit.
Hello everyone and welcome to my concert.
And so here, I think I would like to put a title in here that just says, hey, this was the name of my song. So I'll drag this down here. This is the title. I'll drop it in right there. And I will go ahead and put some text down here. I made it up on the spot. Can you tell?
It's called I Made It Up on the Spot. Can you tell? Do, mi, re, so, mi, do, re.
Okay, so I think that we just need a few more titles in order to wrap this up completely. Let's see, there is a title down here that actually is for credits, and so I'm just going to drag this in at the very end of this, and I will call this Composition Performance. Floyd Richmond, I made it up, and then I really don't need the rest of these things, so I'll just delete all of them. But obviously I could put in tons and tons of credits. These will be scrolling credits, and so here we go. Yeah, so that's actually not too bad at all. Okay, so there are a handful of other things that we can do to this as well. For example, up here are some transitions that we can apply. Now, in order to apply transitions, we really need to split area. I think that was a very abrupt transition, but why don't we do a cross blur here and see if that makes any difference here. So I just added that.
So dope. Hope that was a wonderfully enjoyable piece for you.
Okay, now the cross blur actually caused the audio to blend with the audio from the next piece as well. So that particular cross blur was not particularly effective. However, if I double click on it here, I can perhaps change this to half a second and apply and see if that does any better.
So dope. Hope Hope that was a wonderfully enjoyable piece for you.
Okay, now that time at least the audio was much better, and it didn't do the weird thing that we experienced before. Okay, here is a spin out type of a transition. Let's just drag one in at the very top of the piece, and let's see what happens here. Yeah, there we go.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my concert.
Okay, so I think we can split it right there at the welcome to my concert. I'll type Command B, and I'll drop the spin out transition in there.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my concert. Tonight I'll be performing my newest composition for you.
I think right there is another good place to put a split, and let's try another. Right here, let's do this doorway transition. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure I like this, but I might like a, yeah, this little ripple effect might be kind of interesting when we start the whole piece. All right, so let's see what happens here.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my concert. Tonight I'll be performing my newest...
Okay, nothing happened there, but I'm going to take this ripple and just drag it over there. Actually, it didn't do anything, so I'm going to take this ripple here and see if I can drag it there. All right, let's see what happens.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my concert. Tonight I'll be performing my newest composition for you. It's called I Made It Up on the Spot. Can you tell?
Okay, right there would be another place for a good fade, and so let's do a swipe right on that. And so here we go.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my concert. Tonight I'll be performing my newest composition for you. It's called I Made It Up on the Spot. Can you tell? Do, mi, re, so, mi, do, re, so, do, mi, re, so, do. Hope that was a wonderfully enjoyable piece for you.
Okay, so I think that the only thing I really don't like here would be this particular transition. So I'm just going to take that one out totally and have no transition there.
Hope that was a wonderfully enjoyable piece for you.
And then I think we could use a fade to black right here. I'm going to drop that fade to black in there.
Enjoyable piece for you.
Yeah. And once it fades to black, then the credits start and these sound effects roll by. And so we've actually doctored up our movie to a pretty high degree. There's one other thing I should tell you about in making movies. If I click on this background button, you'll find that there are maps and other types of videos or other types of special backgrounds that you can use here. For example, I could start here with a curtain. I'm just going to drag that down and drop it on the very beginning. Let's see what that looks like now. So now the curtain plays, and then
hello everyone.
Yeah, we need some form of a transition right there. Maybe the curtain should be shorter, so that's currently for 4 seconds. I'll just drag that down for about 2 seconds, give or take a little bit. And then the other thing is maybe I will do a fade to black. So I'll go to my transitions, get it, or a cross dissolve. Cross dissolve would be fine there. I'll drop the cross dissolve in right there. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Here's my curtains for 2 seconds.
Hello everyone.
Cross dissolve.
Welcome to my concert.
Title.
Tonight I'll be performing
Ripple.
my newest composition for you. It's called I Made It Up on the Spot. Can you tell? Do, mi, re, so, mi, do, re, so, do, mi, re, so, do. Hope that was a wonderfully enjoyable piece for you.
Okay, so I think that we're finished with our movie here. We have demonstrated pretty much everything that's found here. Let me just put in this background here. Besides the curtains, we've also got these maps. I'm going to just drop in this old world globe here. Let's start, what do you say, in San Francisco. I'm actually happy with that. And then let's find an ending place, and we will, how about if we fly to New York City? So we'll just do that. So we'll fly to New LaGuardia. And now, when I press play, it actually does that rotation. So many videos actually are about trips and about travel that this is a very handy thing. But since this one has absolutely nothing to do with travel, I'm going to click on that and delete it. By the way, I'm also going to click on the sound bubble here, which probably I don't need to be nearly so long. and I'm going to put the playhead right there, type Command B, and throw all of the sound at the end of it away. That iMovie, in addition to doing all of these things, will also pull in media, let's say from your photo library. I just clicked on the photo library here. There is a picture of some snow. I can drag that in and drop it into the movie as well. I'll put it way over there. Oh, and notice that it also automatically gives you that Ken Burns effect. So if you don't want that Ken Burns effect to apply to a photo, you can click on it. So up here in the cropping, if you turn cropping on, it automatically defaults to the Ken Burns effect. It gives you a starting place and ending place. You can actually just turn Ken Burns off. You can choose crop to fill if you would like, and just choose the best portion of this. If you would like, you can choose fit. In addition to doing all of those things to your photos, you can also apply different color balancing effects. If you click on all of these tools, you can do something different to every single photo. You can also click on these videos and do these various things to each of these videos as well. There's also a little button down here for a voiceover track. So let's say you were not happy with the audio that came in with this. You could actually hit the record button here, the microphone, record voiceover, and it records from your built-in microphone a voiceover for this particular track as well. It is possible to do picture in a picture. Yeah, there we go. That video overrode this one, but if I click on this particular video, I can come up here. Okay, this is currently cut away, so this video plays to here and then it cuts away to that video while the audio from the other video continues. If I set this to picture in a picture, let's say picture in a picture, there we go, then I actually have a picture that can become a part of my movie in this manner. So when it gets to that point, notice that I also have a split screen option here, and so now I've got me on the one side and the trees on the other side. So let's watch that. And obviously, if you were singing about trees, this would be a meaningful type of thing. There is one other thing I should show you, and that is that up here, that if you record one of these as a green screen, you can actually tell it that you are using a green or a blue screen. And now, what's going to happen is these two pictures are superimposed upon each other, and every place there's a green pixel in the one, the other picture will show through. Do, re, so, do. Mi, re, so, do. Now this works much better if you actually did record with a green background behind me. Okay, to finish this up, I'm going to share this movie. To do that, I'm going to go to the File menu. I'm going to choose Share, and I'm going to upload it directly to YouTube. Now, the other thing that I could do, that's the most useful thing that I do, is to save this as a file on disk. And if you save it as a file on disk, you can set the options. Like you maybe want to create some tags for this. You want to save the video and the audio. You want to select the resolution at which this is going to be saved. You want to select the quality of the compression that is applied, and you can tell it to compress faster or better quality. And then you just keep clicking these, and it tells you here this is going to be about 708 megabytes on your hard drive. So you can choose the version that you want and save it. It'll save it to your hard drive. You could then upload that video to YouTube or to Vimeo or to any other video service. You could also burn it to DVD if you're still doing DVDs. You can also upload these video files to your web or internet and share them with people who would be able to download them from your computer or your server to their computer over the internet. Videos are typically too big for email. You cannot send movies through the email to your friends. The best thing you can do in those kind of cases, and this is just something you should adopt as a general operating procedure, you should upload the movies to YouTube and then send the link of the movie to the people that need to see it. YouTube has an option for making the video public, unlisted, or private. Public is a good choice if you don't mind if everybody in the world sees it. Unlisted is a good choice if you want to send it to only the people that you want to see it. Private means that only you can see it. I think there might be an opportunity for sharing private videos with other Gmail users as well, but private is the most difficult video format to use. If you're exchanging videos with students or colleagues, you should not use private. You should use unlisted. Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye.